Here are 5 criminally underrated thriller books that deserve way more hype than they've been getting. The Puppet Show by M.W. Craven is book 1 in the Washington Post series. It is a serial killer thriller where the serial killer is burning his victims alive, and he has carved Detective Washington Post's name into the victim's chest. Next up, we have got The Birthday Party by Wendy Dranfield. This follows the story of a young girl called Charlotte who goes to her aunt's house for a birthday party. However, Charlotte vanishes from the garden without a trace. Charlotte's mother, Kathy, is beside herself with worry. She is suspicious of everybody around her, and she's even suspicious of her own eldest daughter, Charlotte's sister. I Found You by Lisa Jewell, and I know Lisa Jewell is most definitely not an underrated author, but in my opinion, this is her most underrated book. It follows the story of 2 women, Lily, who has been married for 3 weeks, but her new husband has gone missing, and Alice, who finds a man stranded on the beach outside her house. He has lost his memory. He doesn't know how he got there. He doesn't know where he is. Somehow these 2 stories are connected, and the whole book is basically trying to figure out who this man is, where he's come from. Before I Go to Sleep by S.J. Watson. This gave me 50 First Dates vibes, but more sinister. It follows the story of Christine. Every morning when she wakes up, she has forgotten who she is. The only person Christine trusts is her husband, but she starts getting a little inkling that she's not entirely sure he's telling her everything. Christine starts investigating her own life. She starts trying to keep a diary. It made me feel so claustrophobic. It was so frustrating to read because just as Christine would take one step forward with the investigation, she'd go to bed and forget it all. Honestly, so underrated. This book was actually published in 2011, and I think it deserves way more hype. And last but not least, The Phantom Child by A.J. Wills. This is actually available on Kindle Unlimited, and it follows the story of Karina, who, along with her husband and her 4-year-old son Jacob, take a trip abroad. They go away on a holiday. The first morning they wake up on holiday, Karina's feeling a little bit confused because Jacob is usually an early riser and he hasn't been in to wake her up. Karina goes into Jacob's room and he's nowhere to be found. She goes to her husband to ask him, "Where's Jacob?" And her husband turns round and says to her, "Who's Jacob?" He literally says to her, "I have no idea what you're talking about. We haven't got any children, and I've never heard of anybody called Jacob." Honestly, this book, as a mother myself, gave me the worst anxiety because can you even imagine not only losing your son, but your own husband telling you that he never even existed? Let me know if you've read any of these books and let me know what your most underrated thriller book is.